at her, moved to the opposite side of the table and said,
"We got a son about your age. His name's Harold. What's your name?"
Toby Lincoln."
"Toby. You're pretty scrawny for splitting wood, but if you'd like to stay a while and do the splitting, we'd be pleased to have you do it."
The woman came to sit at the table beside her husband.
"I'm Mrs. Roberts, and this is Mr. Roberts."
Toby paused to swallow before speaking. "I can split wood." He had made a sound judgment of the man, but the woman he was leery of. "Ma'am, I never ate a better meal," she responded quickly.
"Ate, Toby, not et. There's no such word as et."
Toby blushed and stopped eating. The man nudged his wife.
"Leave it be, Amy."
The woman softened her tone when next she spoke.
"You can stay in the bunkhouse. But mind, no lantern nor candle in there. When you're through, Mr. Roberts will settle you in."
Toby met Harold the next morning. Harold was taller than his father and heavier. He was plump, with sullen eyes and a pouting mouth. He sat on a fur round in shade and watched Toby work. Their conversation was limited. Toby worked and sucked air. Harold sat, watched, and asked questions, some of which Toby could not answer. Others he could and did, until Harold stood up near dinner time and said,
"I guess you know how to read and write. Most waifs don't."
That evening after supper, Toby was sitting on a bench out back when Mr. Roberts came along and sat down and said,
"Think you can handle it?"
Toby nodded. He was tired and his body ached, particularly the right side where the boy back and tie siding had hit him.
"Yes, sir. I never split much wood before. Them as don't weigh much split easy."
"That's pine. The other's red fir. Mine splinters from red fir. You can't see 'em. You'd ought to use gloves."
"I never owned gloves. Mr. Roberts, what's a waif?"
Before the old man replied, he pulled a pair of riding gloves from a rear pocket.
"Use these," he said. "A waif? Where'd you hear that?"
"From Harold."
"A waif is someone who don't have a family."
Toby tried the gloves, and surprisingly, they fit perfectly.
"I'll take good care of 'em, and I'm obliged, Mr. Roberts."
The old man leaned back.
Keep 'em. I got another pair."
And before Toby could cause embarrassment by thanking him, Robert said,
"Are you any good on horseback?"
"I never rode much, Mr. Roberts, but if you want, I'll try."
Roberts arose. The moon was coming.
"There's a creek over behind the barn a ways if you want to wash the sweat off."
The following day, and the day after that, Toby bathed in the creek, where he met a hen duck with a trailer of miniature ducks following behind their mother in perfect order. The hen ignored the white-skinned beanpole using her creek. She paddled wide around him, her ducklings following every maneuver she made like tiny feathered soldiers. Harold, who ate breakfast late because he did not leave his bed until the sun was well up, came around where Toby was working, eyed the fresh load of logs, and said,
"Do you know how to use a crosscut saw?"
Toby had never operated a crosscut saw, but he had seen others use them a few times.
"I don't, but I expect I could learn."
Harold replied as he was moving back toward the house.
"Then we'll likely keep you until autumn."
Toby was having a difficult time cottoning up to Harold. When they met, he was polite to him, but never started a conversation. When Harold started one, it was consistently patronizing. On an overcast day, with a metallic scent of rain in the atmosphere, Mr. Roberts showed Toby the proper way to saddle and bridle a horse, then saddled 2 other horses, and when they were outside the barn, he called over to the house. Harold and his mother came out onto the porch. Mr. Roberts held up the reins to a saddled horse. Harold said something to his mother, whose soothing reply reached as far as Toby.
"Do it, sweetheart. Your father needs an extra hand."
Harold crossed to the horses, took the reins from his father, pulled the horse closer, and mounted. Toby watched. There, of course, was a proper way to get on a horse. He imitated Harold, and Mr. Roberts said,
"Start out right, Toby. Never touch the cantle when you mount a horse. Left hand on the horn with the reins in it, the other hand holding to this little straggle of hair in front. Go ahead, try it."
Toby mounted without touching the cantle. Harold glared at him.